Hey guys, Esther here. I have a YouTube channel. I don't actually know what I'm doing. It's taking me hours and hours to figure out all the little techniques of YouTube, but I think it'll be worth it. And the fact that you are watching this means that something's working. So, without further ado, let's get into my first nail design. I'm excited. All right, so starting off, I am using Ugly Duckling 146. It is a beautiful blue. This gel polish has a bit of a shimmer to it and also a bit of a translucent, transparency. There we go. I'm not particularly using this color for the shimmer or the transparency. I just want a dark blue, and this is the only one that I have. So I will end up doing 3 thin coats, and you want to cure completely between each coat. I also let the gel polish settle a little bit before putting it into the light to cure, just to get rid of any of the wrinkles and bumps that can sometimes be there from the brush of the polish. So with this design, I didn't actually know what I was doing, what it was going to look like, and so you'll see me kind of applying different colors or colors at a different time like this. Like I could have done the white all at the same time, but I didn't actually know what I was doing, and so it's kind of a one-step process. That's the thing about creating, is it just, it comes or it doesn't. You try, it doesn't work, you delete, erase, wipe off, whatever. And so that's what this is. It's just me trying to figure out a design. So this blue is my third and final coat, I believe. It's still a bit transparent, but if this were on an actual human nail, that wouldn't be as transparent. I am using Fusion Sparklers Rockstar. I love Fusion glitters. The consistency, the pigment, it's really thick. I have it on my finger here that you'll probably see throughout the video. It was supposed to be part of a design that didn't work out. So speaking of trial and error. Now because Fusion is so thick, I decided to first put a coat of white and then apply the gel polish, or the glitter gel. That way I can do a thinner layer without the nail getting too thick, but I still have the glitter doing its thing. It's just such a pretty glitter. The floral nail required quite a few different colors, and so I just went through my supplies and picked the colors that were the closest to the inspiration design. All right, taking the white gel polish, that's what I'm using, just a dotting tool. I'm kind of doing the base layer of all the flowers. Before applying another color over an existing color, I always do a full cure just so that I don't have any wrinkling happening. But if I'm moving from one small thing to the next, I'd do like a 15-second cure just so that the gel polish doesn't move while I'm working on something else. So I could have just deleted this footage of adding the blue. It's a little bit humdrum, boring, but it truly is in the little details that make something like this a true work of art. And so I left it in. Now just creating leaves. You know, guys, as I'm working on these designs, there's this messy middle, and I know I've talked about it before if you've watched any of my other videos or on Instagram. This is the messy middle. It just doesn't look like much. It actually feels a little bit frustrating. I can't get it to look the way I want it to, but my advice for myself and for others is to keep going. Keep going, push through. You'll be surprised at what it looks like at the end, and even hold it from a distance. Sometimes that can help as well with getting a new perspective on something that you've been looking at really closely. And so don't give up. By adding the white base to something over a dark nail can help the lighter colors to stand out. Like this yellow, without the white, you could hardly see it. And so use a white base to help bring lighter colors out, if that makes sense. These were some of my favorite flowers with a peach in them. Honestly, guys, there's no method to the madness. It's just using your dotting tool, applying a little bit of polish, color. If it doesn't look right, if it's too much, wipe it off. It looks messy. It does. It doesn't look like much, but I'm so happy with how they turned out, and so just keep going. You can do this. This is a little bit of a darker. This one is called Summer Punch from En Vogue. Just helps add layers to these flowers. If I could do this design over, I would do the leaves like I'm doing them right here. I really like how this one turned out. Like I said, if you add too much or don't like what it looks like, just wipe it off. It works good. Again, black, bit of a blob there, wiping it off, trying again. Smaller dots, smaller dots. Here you'll see why, if I could do this design over, this is what I would do. It just has a little bit more detail, a little bit more sharper look to it. Like I knew what I was doing, but didn't. Now I do. So I like it. I think it fits perfectly right there. Perfect fit. It seems a bit odd to be adding yellow to like leaf tips, randomly, but that's what the design had. All right, everything is fully cured. I am now applying a matte top coat. However, I didn't actually like how the matte looked, and so you'll see me applying another, this glossy top coat. All right, there she is in all her glossy glory. So like I said in the beginning, I didn't actually know what this design would look like, so I didn't actually want that nail white. So I'm just painting it over with the blue. I'm going to be using E-Nail Couture Chrome for the pointer nail, and so I top coated the middle nail just to protect it from the chrome powders. Applying the top coat to the pointer, curing it for 10 seconds, and then applying the chrome powder. I always cure again after applying the powder, just because the original top coat only got 10 seconds, so I want that layer to be fully cured. Applying the final top coat to protect the chrome and curing that. Now for the fun part, gems. I'm using Ugly Duckling Shtick It, just applying some to the middle finger here. Middle nail. I had kind of figured out my design beforehand, so I knew the placement that I wanted. If I were to redo this design, I would bring the gems up, because once I put it into the fake hand nail slot, it's too close, and so it kind of gets hidden in behind the cuticle. So to remember that for next time, bring the gems up so that the nail has space in the cuticle spot. I don't know if that makes sense. So just applying more Shtick It for the rest of the gems. Now, although it's blurry, what I'm doing here is I'm taking matte top coat and applying it around the gems, not on, just to help secure them nice and tightly. Guys, this is cured and done. Look at how this turned out. I am really happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.